Take a slow breath and just notice you've already arrived. Not at the end of something, but at a return. A return to yourself. Over this season, we've walked through awakening, healing, integration, and wholeness. We've explored what it means to listen inward, to face what rises, to release what no longer aligns, to live from truth, and finally, to rest within it. And today, we're not here to learn something new. We're here to experience, to remember, to return. So, wherever you are, allow yourself to settle gently. There is nowhere else you need to be. Welcome back to the garden. Let's revisit the sacred spiral, starting with a time when you only heard the voice, the thoughts, the reactions, the conditioning, and you followed it without realizing you were following. Then something awakened. You began to notice, and noticing became seeking. You questioned, you searched, you unraveled, you found truth, and it disturbed you because truth revealed what had been hidden, then became healing, not as a punishment, but as reunion. You learned to stay present with what arose, to stop abandoning yourself. Then integration, where truth stopped being something you understood and became something you lived. And finally, wholeness, not perfection, not escape, but rest. The end of inner division. And now we return to the beginning, but differently, aware. This season has been a journey inward, and as we come to its closing, we return not with all the answers, but with deeper awareness, deeper presence, and perhaps deeper compassion for ourselves. So, holding that awareness gently within you, I now invite you into a guided visualization, a return to the garden. If it feels comfortable for you, gently close your eyes and begin by bringing your awareness to your heart. Not forcing anything, just noticing. Feel the center of your chest. The quiet space within you. the place where love, truth, grief, joy, memory, and spirit all meet together. And as you breathe, imagine a soft light beginning to glow there. Warm, gentle, steady. Not a light arriving from somewhere else, but a light that was already there. And with each breath, allow that light to expand softly through your body. Through your chest, your shoulders, your stomach, your hands, down through your legs, into your feet, and now imagine yourself standing at the entrance of a garden path. The air is calm, the space is quiet, and somehow it feels familiar. This is not a place you are discovering. It is a place you are remembering. And as you begin walking, notice that the path unfolds naturally beneath you. No force, no striving, just movement. And as you walk, you begin to pass through different spaces. Each one reflecting a part of your journey. Ahead, you begin to notice different versions of yourself appearing along the way. Not as strangers, but as living memories. The child version of you, the fearful version, the angry version, the version that tried to please everyone. The version that learned to survive. The version that hid. The version that searched endlessly for love. Notice which version steps forward first. Gently walk toward them. Not to judge them, not to fix them, only to understand. Notice how they look at you. Notice what they carry. Notice what they needed. And now ask them softly, what were you trying to protect me from? Allow whatever arises to arise naturally. A feeling, a memory, words, silence. And now ask, what did you come to teach me? Pause here. Listen gently. Perhaps this version of you helped you learn strength, boundaries, sensitivity, discernment, resilience, compassion, even the versions of yourself that created pain were often trying to create safety. And as you recognize this, notice what begins to soften. Now gently say, "Thank you." Thank you for carrying what you carried. You do not need to hold it alone anymore. And if it feels right, you may embrace this version of yourself. Or simply stand beside them. And as you do, notice that they begin to relax. Not disappearing, but integrating. Returning home within you. And now, allow yourself to continue walking through the garden. Notice another version of yourself appearing along the path. Perhaps older, perhaps younger, perhaps a version you rarely acknowledge. Again, approach them gently. Without fear, without resistance. Notice what this version carries. What they believed, what they feared, what they longed for, and once more ask, what were you trying to protect me from? What did you need that you did not receive? And what did you come here to teach me? Allow space again. And as understanding deepens, notice how compassion begins replacing judgment. Because now you can see every version of you was trying to lead you toward safety, love, belonging, or survival in the best way they knew how. And now, you no longer need to reject them. You can welcome them home. So once again, say gently, I see you. I understand you. Thank you. And allow this version of you to soften into your heart as well. Now, continue walking. And notice that this process can continue for as long as it needs to. Different versions. Different memories. Different lessons. Not to trap you in the past, but to gather back every fragmented piece of yourself with love. Until eventually, you no longer feel divided between who you were and who you are. There is only presence, only awareness, only wholeness. And as this wholeness settles within you, notice something else beginning to change. The garden begins to feel alive in a new way. Because when resistance softens, when inner noise quiets, when the fragmented parts of the self begin returning home, awareness expands. You begin to sense that you were never walking alone. Not in a fearful way, not as something outside of you to worship, but as life itself, revealing its connection to you. The seen and the unseen, the inner and the outer, the personal and the sacred. And with your heart now more open, more grounded, more whole, the garden begins to reveal another layer of itself. Now continue walking. The garden begins to open wider. Trees sway softly around you. The air feels alive. Sacred, ancient, and ahead, you notice a circle. a gathering place. There is a fire glowing softly at the center. And around it, presences begin to emerge. Perhaps ancestors, spirit guides, ascended teachers, loved ones, spirit animals, or simply energies that feel wise, safe, and familiar. There is no need to force imagery. Just notice what naturally arises. Perhaps you sense a wolf, an owl, a serpent, a deer, a bird, a bear. Perhaps an ancestor steps forward. Or a presence that has walked with you unseen. Notice how your body feels in their presence. Notice what feels familiar, what feels loving, what feels safe. And now allow yourself to sit among them. No performance, no proving, only presence. And gently ask, what wisdom do you have for me now? Pause. Listen. Receive. You may have words, images, sensations, perhaps only peace. Whatever comes, let it be enough. And now ask, what am I being invited to release? Notice what arises. Fear, control, shame, pressure, old identities, the need to strive, and one by one, imagine placing these things into the fire at the center. Watch as the flames receive them without resistance. Transforming them, returning them to light. And now ask one final question. What has always been true about me? Pause again. Allow the answer to arise naturally. Perhaps not as words, but as a feeling, a remembrance, a knowing, Now, notice something beautiful. The guides, the ancestors, the spirit animals, the teachers, do not stand above you. They stand beside you. Not to replace your inner knowing, but to help you remember it. And as you recognize this, the entire garden seems to glow softly around you. The path, the trees, the fire, the sky, your body, your breath, all connected, all alive. And now, the circle gently fades, not disappearing, but remaining within you. You continue walking until you arrive at still water. Clear, quiet, reflective. And as you look into it, you do not see a perfect version of yourself. You see presence, awareness, life. Nothing missing, nothing separate, and perhaps for the first time, you fully understand. Wholeness was never about becoming something else. It was about embracing all that you already are. Now gently step into the water. Feel it surrounding you. Soft, weightless, peaceful. Allow it to carry anything still heavy within you. The striving, the fear, the need to arrive, you do not need to hold it anymore. And now, in the distance, light begins to appear. Gentle, warm, familiar. And as you move toward it, notice this. You are not moving towards something outside of you. You are moving deeper into your own being. And as the light surrounds you, everything becomes still. No searching, no performance, no resistance, only awareness, only presence, only being. Rest here for a moment. And when you are ready, gently return your awareness to your breath, to your body, to the space around you. And remember, the garden was never separate from you. It has always lived within you. May you walk gently with yourself. May awareness continue to meet you wherever you are. May you no longer seek from emptiness, but live from presence. May the journey ahead feel less like striving and more like remembering. And may you trust that what is true has never left you. You are not separate. You are not unfinished. You are not behind. You are here. And perhaps that is what wholeness has been all along. Worship is presence. Truth is what remains. Thank you for walking this path together. Until we meet again, welcome home.